Shakedown.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic evening here tonight. It's a CG Motorsports Pro Lite Fix, the Pro Lite Fix Series. Absolutely, these guys throwing it down. We're watching a couple of these guys as they get ready for their run. You see Luke there. He's ready to try to take another podium here this week. Just looks so calm, so cool, so collected in that rig there. Staying nice and steady. See who else we got. We got Anthony James, who's sitting in P2. Anthony James, the sweetest mustache here in AMXI Racing. If you got a better one, right now's your time. Right now is your time. Brad Titus in the car. These guys getting ready to throw down. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. Pro 2 Lights, aka the jumpy trucks. We're gonna have some fun. He's up on that wheel. He is moving. I like watching these guys in the cockpit. Definitely shows just how intense these Pro 2 Lights can be. Taylor Vandenbush, he's out there. He's got the motion rig. The motion rig. It'll toss you across the room if you're not careful. Definitely some interesting. I'm looking at some of these guys' rigs in the in-car views, and I'm a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. A little bit jealous of what these guys got. Some nice old rigs here. See him just kind of, I'm not going to say getting tossed around, but he's definitely moving. You got to be careful there. You know, if he had a kid, something like that, their kid running the wrong direction, and you can have a whoopsie. Just a Trim Lawn Service, a huge shout out to them here They're one of the partners with AMX iRacing Series. It's a Ford Ranger. If you can read, you got that. We got guys in VR. We got guys with some really nice wheels. It's a whole show here. These guys got some nice rigs. Like I said, pretty jealous of some of these guys' rigs here. Chris Vitale. Take a look. He's using that brake. Watch him on the wheel here. You see that brake over there to the right side. Chris Vitale here. Just about 3 minutes remain before we get going. Keeping it smooth there through that. He's sitting in P5 right now. What's going on? Patches be waxy. Jamming out tonight, getting ready for some jumpy trucks. Pro 2 lights, baby. See who's going to take the top of the board here. Luke Nuppin, top of it right now. He's the king of the castle. Anthony James in second, and Nick Nowick sitting in P3. Gonna run down the fellas who support the league here. Gonna give a big shout out to the ones who help support the league the most here. Deadman Motorsports. Huge shout out to BGM Racing out of Lewistown, Montana. Obviously, CG Motorsports, the pride sponsor, the series sponsor here. Just a Trim Lawn Service, the Minden Tahoe Airport, R&M Automotive. If you're in that area, give them a call, 382-5153. Fastest lap goes out to James Racing for putting that one out there. That's in the dirt street stocks. Hey, they're still huge sponsors here. You got to appreciate them. Hard charger here goes to the Minden Tahoe Airport, so a huge shout out to them. They like to go fast. We like to go fast. Let's see what we got. Is these guys ready to fire off? And we'll see what they're made of here. Coming up on CWTV, the CG Motorsports Pro Lite Series. These guys getting lined up, getting ready. central Iowa there. If you're in that central Iowa area, we'll get an area code for everybody here. Zach Clifton, Nathan Metoxen, Brad Titus, Dylan Gonas, Clint McFadden, Austin James, Lance Elkins, Jeff O'Brien, and Zach Miston. Going to be running this one. Let's see who's able to really make something happen here as they get ready to fire off and underway. You got to like these standing starts here. The standing starts in F1 are incredible to watch, but these got fenders. These guys can beat and bang on a standing start, and it just makes it that much more interesting. And you're all cramming in to one area as well, so the excitement just really, really intense here. Just waiting for one more to grid, and we will be firing up and good to go. They're ready. They're ready. You can hear it. Lights out. And away we go. There we go. And some guys really slow off the line there. Out in the front, it looks like Austin James and Nathan Metoxen. They're going to get out there in front. A solid run here early. Got a little peekaboo action back in second. We're moving. We're solid. Nathan Metoxen in front. Zach Clifton, P2. We'll see how it rounds out and about here. There's the 218 of Austin James. He's getting cycled back just a bit here. Look at the top three here. Nathan Metoxen, Clint McFadden, and Zach Clifton. And Zach Clifton, he's down on that low side, and around he goes. He gets into that wall there. Here's Dylan Gonas, the Canadian legend. They make a little contact in the air. Nathan Metoxen, he's out in the front. He's doing a solid job here. Dylan Gonas trying to hunt him down, trying to make something happen here against that 2 machine, the 27 pushing. 3 laps remain. Dylan trying to take to that low side. We got a couple other guys coming in there. Austin James, around he goes. Brad Titus able to avoid that one. He's good to go. Dylan Gonas still trying to catch the backside now of Clint McFadden. Looking beautiful over those jumps. That's why we call them the jumpy trucks. A solid run here these guys are putting on. Checking back through the field, seeing if we got any other action happening. Come around next time to get the white flag. You can see just how close Dylan able to somewhat bring it in there. You somewhat saw it. These guys are constantly moving in these trucks. Makes it so much fun. These guys really have to be on the wheel, on the ball here. You can hear him get out of it. Really trying to push it. Looks like Dylan starting to fall back a little, and Zach Miston trying to catch the backside of Gonas here in the remaining lap. See if he's able to make any runs up to that backside there of Dylan. Some good race action here so far. That's a big part, is that getting those landings down, getting the entrance of those jumps, if you will, the beginning part of the jump. You really got to get off the ground solid to make that solid landing, and that's where I kind of don't make it work. I either nose it down, I get way too squirrely off the jumps. These guys definitely some seasoned racers in these vehicles, and they are showing it here today. Crossing that line, it's the final lap. White flag in the air. ButtKicker Gamer 2, immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. .218 of Jane's in the front. Showed him in the front there. It's not. I apologize. Clint McFadden's still up there. Nathan Metoxen right there out in the lead. This is the battle for the front. Sorry about the timing screen there. You can see him almost get into that turn in the air. That takes some skill right there. That's very impressive. Clint McFadden trying to do everything he can to get to that backside. It's looking to be very tough at the moment. They're keeping it smooth, though. That's all you gotta hope for, you know? You come out here, you keep it smooth, you finish pretty high. That's seems to be the case in these the really hard. You got to be up on the wheel. Keep that bad boy clean, and you know you can really hope for that top 5. Now we go to the final lap. Nathan Metoxen, he's out there really slinging it. You can see Zach Miston closing the gap just a bit here. See if he's able to catch that backside of Gonis. Really see the bounce here, the roll of the truck. Trying to get it right up there to Dylan. Nathan Metoxen looking ahead. Sure liking what he sees. He's got a solid almost 2-second lead. He's got the checkered flag waving. There it is. Nathan Metoxen is your winner here. Clint McFadden, P2. Dylan Gonis able to hold off Zach Miston. And Brad Titus looks like he's going to finish out the top 5. We'll keep an eye on. Make sure Austin doesn't catch him. I don't think he's going to quite some space there. There it is. Brad Titus in 5th. Looks like Austin and Jeff will round out the field of the guys left on the track there. Solid first heat action. Looking forward to what these guys got for us here in the remaining heat and the feature. Can't ask for much more than what we just saw. That was solid. That was exciting. That's why we like the jumpy trucks. You get some solid race action there. I can't say solid enough there because that was fun. Running into the second heat now. We got Chris Spitali, Anthony James, Taylor Vandenbush, Chris Plumley, Lucas Bergman, Luke Knupp, Nick Nowick, and Franklin Monick. We have got a stacked house in here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a fun one. We'll keep our eyes on the prize here. Everybody ready? Everybody gridded up. They're good to go. Getting on it, getting that rev up. Yeah, baby. That's what we like to see. Hope you guys are as excited as I am for the beginning of this one. The whole one, I should say. Here we go. These guys getting ready. Lights out. We're underway. They're pushing out to the front. It looks like Chris Vitale and Chris Plumley. Can they get out there in time before that first turn may end? The 77 getting a little bit of contact, but Luke Knupp able to hold on to it and grab it into second place. Now third place, Anthony James. Seeing the same couple guys here really pushing that front of the pack here the first couple of weeks. These guys doing a great job here. Pushing through that 73. Chris Vitale, he is up in the front, keeping the 77 off the backside as of now. Luke Knupp really trying to keep it steady. I'm sure this is a situation where it... Oh, I got you, Brad. I got you. You were up on that thing, looking good. You got to be slow to be fast. You got to be smooth. That's the whole thing. You got to be smooth with it here on the dirt. These guys out in the front really showing that. Anthony James going to take it down to the low side on the 77 of Luke Knupp. Not able to get him just yet. Woo! Pushing it there, giving Chris Vitale a run for his money. These guys are on it right now. Watch Chris Vitale here. As he tries to hold these guys off, you can see him. He is on that wheel. One hand and then around as he's got the other hand on that brake. I love it. I love it. That's wheeling the dang thing right there. That's wheeling it. Chris Vitale doing a fine job here in that 73 machine. Tell you what, let's look back at Luke. Try to get Luke here. He's just so calm, so collected. Some of these guys, they really get up on it. You can see him really getting into it. The 77, the 73 just about made contact. 77 of Luke Knupp able to make a run down there. He's side by side with Chris Vitale. Look, he's so calm. Calm. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Chris Vitale really throwing that one in there. And Anthony James able to move up into second place. You want to see how good the racing is? Look at this. He is on it. He is watching. He's content. He's loving it right there. Brad Titus, he's waiting to see who else is going to come out here on top just like we are. He was in that first race. I told you I'd get you, Brad. We'll get you all around the board. We like to have fun. The 77 of Luke Knupp, he's having a blast right now. He's out in the lead. Anthony James trying to hunt him down in second. This is a rematch here of last week, I believe. These guys were right there with each other. 2 laps here remain now. He says he'll run last for this. I'll remember that, Jeff. I got you next time, I promise. That's good. I like it. Look at the 77 now trying to pull out Spitali. He's falling back into third. He's about 2 seconds back now. See if Anthony, this was that run that he was able to make on the low side here. Not able to get to the low side just yet of the 77 of Luke through that turn. We'll see if he can make another run up. What a run this 77 is having, though. He battled Chris Vitale, got side by side with him. Now these guys really pushing forward. You can see them all different angles through there. Chris Plumley trying to catch that backside now. The 73 of Chris Spitali. We got a battle for the lead side by side. James gets to his low side, but not able to take Nupp just yet. Luke Nupp still out in front. It looks like he's going to be coming around here shortly to that white flag. ButtKicker Gamer 2, immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. There it is. The white flag waves. The 77 of Luke Nupp has one more round to get around here and make something happen. Taking it turn by turn. You can tell, I don't think the 77 looks in that mirror one bit. He is very calm, very collected through this run. And Luke just, there he is. Whoo, he about went MIA. That was a close one. He was gone for a little bit. He is back. He is still out in front. Anthony James, he got excited there for a moment. I know I would have. Giving it everything they got down to the last inch here. The 217 tries to throw it in there to the 77. Coming around here to the checkered flag. What a run that was. See if he can hold him off. There it is, the checkered flag. A solid run by the 77 of Luke Nupp. We go back to that battle between those two. And Chris Vitale just barely able to hold him off. Lucas Bergman and Taylor Vandenbush, they were going for it here at the end. A solid run there. Nick Nowick in the mix there. And Franklin Monick. I told you that was a very stout heat. We're going to have a little warm-up action here. These guys going to hop in and see what they got here. See what the track feels like. Gonna get one more nice run at it. Tell you what, we'll find one of these guys out here running. I think Lucas is out here. Ladies and gentlemen, the stash. What's going on, Anthony?
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
Fantastic up here. What a heat that was. You were able to get right to that side of Luke, but just not able to get around him. Did you think you were going to get a run on him?
Yeah, there was a couple different spots where I might have had a chance. That first couple of corners after the start-finish line, he definitely had me, but towards the end, like the gravel pit and the Calamity corner, I definitely was faster than him. The only way I think I was going to get around him is if I put the bumper to him.
Well, you kept it clean, you kept it steady, and you gotta appreciate that. But something tells me we get down into the last lap here in the feature, you're in that same situation. It might not be the same outcome there. You might be a little rougher coming.
I'm not going to say anything, but we'll see what happens.
He says 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. He's going to plead the fifth right there and hold out. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to trash him, but you're going to be a little rougher than what you were because you were very nice. You were very respectful there. But, man, a solid run. I'll tell you what, he looks like he's going to be a tough one to beat if his internet doesn't beat him before.
Oh yeah, Luke is tough to beat anywhere and everywhere we go to. He's working on I think 3 wins in a row on this. No, he's working for his 2nd win. That's right. We've had a different winner every week for these trucks, so we'll see if I can continue the streak because I have yet to win in these.
Well, there you go. Good luck, sir. We look forward to talking to you after the show here.
Sounds good. See you then.
You got it. Moving back up into that. Well, we'll see if old Lucas. See what he's got. We got time. Anthony puts it on top of the board there. Lucas Nupp, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
A solid run there. Not only did you have to take down Chris Vitale there, you had to hold off Anthony Janes, and man, that was pure excitement. Run us through that heat.
Yeah, I got a bad grid draw, but we made the most of it by doing pretty good. We got a good start, got to 2nd, and honestly just kind of put my head down. I know Chris is hard to pass, so just had to be strategic. I knew I was good through the S turn or the Walker Evans pass, and got to his bumper and then snuck to his inside. He tried to protect it. He got a little loose on exit, and I pounced on it. And I had a little internet issues at the end, so it got me a little nervous, but luckily it got by.
I was gonna say, I think that if anything's gonna plague you here this season, it seems like it's gonna be the internet. Am I correct?
Yeah, tonight's been the internet, and last week it was me just hitting the wall everywhere. But we're about to grid up here, and hopefully we can have a good run.
Absolutely. Good luck there, sir. We look forward to seeing you here. We'll get you.
Thank you. Just gotta
up.
thank Shenandoah Shine for all they do for me. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Luke. We'll get these guys up here. We'll get to racing in just a moment. These guys are ready. I'm ready. I'm excited. Woo, baby. Look at this. They're ready to go. They're raring. He's ready. He's calm. He's collected. We're doing our stretches before. We got 14, 13 laps. Goodness gracious here. It's going to be a good one. Again, no doubt about that. Another huge shout out here to CG Motorsports, BGM Racing, Deadman Motorsports, Just a Trim Lawn Service, Minden Tahoe Airport, R&M Automotive for everything you guys do. Thank you so much for being part of the AMX crew. Without you, this isn't possible. So again, a huge shout out to all of them there. Huge shout out to AMX Racing. The lights are on. We are just about ready. Lights off. We're underway, and these guys get it going. Same truck in the back there. Going to hold it steady. You got a lot more trucks on the track now, so this turn 1 entrance definitely a nail-biter. Look at this. 4 wide back here in the 2nd row. 4 wide for a couple rows right there. As no! Oh, that's going to collect some good ones up on the top side there. Oh, whoopsie! They keep it going side by side. Luke Nupp and Nathan Metoxen. They're going at it. Chris Vitale and Anthony Janes right behind them. Ready to make a move on these fellas. Don't want them to get too far, too quick there. You could really start to take off in that clean room. You want these guys to constantly be working for it. Going to keep them all close. There's a 217. Gets a good little bump through the corner. Can he hold it? He does. He held it off the wall. Woo, baby. What a run there. Looks like Luke Nupp is going to take that first lap. Solid, solid. First lap that was. These guys giving it their all up in the front. Let's take a look and see what else we got. Nathan Metoxen, he's back there. He's ready to go. He's got Spitali right behind him. Go in here with Chris Spitali, I'll tell you. Look at this. He's on it. Definitely tough to hold steady there on those landings. That's gonna make the difference of, you know, many seconds over a entire race as Chris Spitali tries to take it down to the low side there of Nathan Metoxen. Can't get him just yet. He's got Vandenbush behind him here as well. There you see the gap between the drivers. Keeping it right off of that wall. He's trying to close in on that 19 Metoxen. Anthony James not trying to let Luke go just yet. Big reminder, these guys will bring it in about halfway. Get it lined up, smush it in together, pack it back up. Kind of giving those guys who maybe got off to a rough start a chance again. Make something up, make something happen. Luke Nutt pulling away here in the front. Anthony James in second place, keeping nice and steady. Chris Vitale trying to close in on Nathan Metoxen now. Very solid battle here for third, fourth, fifth. Look at that! I love it when they go sideways off the turn or the ramp there. When these jumpy trucks jumping sideways, it gets me all warm and fuzzy inside. Spitali looks like he wants a run on that low end. He's going to bump a little with the 19 there. He's good. He's groovy. Keeping it steady. '73 gets into him just a bit there. Down on the low side. Vandenbush trying to close around Spitali. We'll see if he has another run on him. We heard these guys say last week, you kind of get that same wear, obviously, as this dirt starts to go off. So you got to be careful. You got to be calm and collected. Spitali holding on to it. Keeping Vandenbush away. Trying to reel in that 19. Meanwhile, Lucas Bergman trying to catch the backside of Lance Elkins. See if he's got anything for Lance here. Back to the battle here for third place as the 89 of Vandenbush does catch back to the 73 now. Taylor will try to do everything he can to work out in front of Chris Vitale. Solid run so far. These guys looking very impressive. It's like a snake going through there. They are closing in on that halfway point, so I believe at the end of lap, or when we see 7 to go, they'll all pause for a moment right by the barn, I believe. Out in the front, Anthony James still holding on to the backside of Luke Nutt, not letting him go too far. He's taking to that top side now, starting to get a little wider with these turns. Anthony James, he is digging. He's giving it his all to get to that backside. You don't want to give up too much, though, obviously, when you know, especially being able to hold him this close, that you are going to be able to get to his backside here when that halfway point comes. So you don't want to give up the ghost. You don't want to cost yourself kind of a pointless error. We've got a little battle and going back here. Franklin Monach trying to hold off Nick Nowick. Based on the picture, it looks like Nick Nowick may be a little familiar with running some trucks. And I'll tell you what, if he's jumping that bad boy, these ain't nothing for him. These ain't nothing for him. Nick looking to take that run here. Try to make something on Franklin. Let's see if we got anything else shaking out through the field. Like I said, Anthony doesn't want to go too far and push something for a careless mistake or, just even just, you're pushing it. You get to the edge and just a whoopsie. It would be way much more time for that than just staying put, knowing you're going to be able to reel him in here soon. Now, in the meantime, these guys trying to jockey for position. As the track position for these three in the end really could come down to this restart here at the halfway point. And Chris Vitale, he's trying to get down on that 19 as hard as he can. He is giving it everything. But the 19 and Nathan Metoxen saying, no, not now, not yet. This is still mine. There's Chris Vitale. He throws it in there. They make a little bit of contact, but it is going to be enough to get around him. And now Taylor Vandenbush has his sights set on Nathan Metoxen. Maybe lost a little bit of momentum through that turn. See if he's got anything now. He's going to try the top side. Looks like he knew that's where he was going the whole time. Might have the inside here on this run, setting himself up. Can he get around him? A solid move there. Taylor giving it his all, trying to make it work. But that top side here through this turn, really looking to be the steady one. We saw Anthony starting to widen that turn out as well in his run against Luke up in the front. Franklin Monach and Nick Nowick going side by side in the corner, in the jump, I should say. Oh, no! Franklin Monach, not what you wanted to see. Austin Janes now trying to catch that backside of the 145. That was a painful hit into that wall, that inside wall. And now they're going to slow it down, reel it in, get together. Let's see what these guys are made of now. If I can take a breath, they can kind of relax for a second, because I'm sure it was some intense white knuckle action right there. They'll get ready, get stacked up, get everybody into the picture again. Luke Knupp with a fantastic run here so far. Some guys still coming up around this corner here. go. They'll have a restart zone that they will have to hit. And here we go, back underway, the 77. Looks like you may have caught Anthony James sleeping just a bit. Anthony, he's pulling right back up there, so maybe not. Not seeing the same acceleration of some of the dirt cars, possibly. We'll see Chris Vitale now, as he has that track position. Can he make anything up on the 217? Sometimes all it takes is just to get around somebody and it's yours. You know, you have a lot better feeling in front of them than you did behind them. See who's able to bring it in here the last half. Luke Knupp with a fantastic run here so far. Anthony James. We'll see if he gets a little more aggressive, a little rougher here through the corners on the 77. As we are in that back half. But again, these two really starting to pull away already from the field, just separating themselves. Ooh, that was close. I don't know if Anthony would have hit that, if that would have really sent him sideways, but it looked awfully close there. Taylor trying to make a run down to the low side of Nathan Metoxen. Taylor Vandenbush can't pull it off. He's got to be careful as that 145 of Nick Nowick. He's right behind him, ready to charge through this as well. Just a fantastic run we're seeing here. A very fun league to call. Very good action. A little contact there with the 145 of Nick Nowick and Taylor Vandenbush, but he keeps it steady, keeps it going. Watch a little bit with Taylor Vandenbush. Again, he's sitting in that motion rig. Follow along inside that vehicle with him. I'm wondering, I'm going to watch the motion. I wonder if that just goes sideways or are we going up and down too through these jumps. Just keep an eye if we can. I can't tell. Doesn't look like he's getting thrown too far up and down. It's more sideways there. What a solid, what a rig. That's an impressive piece right there. That is an impressive piece. Absolutely no doubt about that. Look at these guys. Vandenbush trying to close that gap. He's working it. He's working it. See what that 19 machine has. Chris Vitale still holding strong. And like I said, I really think that move about halfway through this gave Chris Vitale the run here for that third place. There's he does. He did hit that. He's got to be careful. It looks like he's sending it a little wider and a little wider each time here. Metoxen doing a great job here, just trying to hold steady and be able to be into position at the time. Vandenbush out to that top side again. Going to try to get that run, that setup here to the low, but Metoxen does a great job keeping him outside. Looped up, Anthony James still pulling away here in the front. These guys doing a solid job. We got side-by-side action. Taylor Vandenbush trying to go to the top side here. The 19 and the 145, and Nick Nowick. He's going to take to the low side. Taylor, I don't know if he didn't see him there, if he tried to get it down, but he gets into the side of Nowick. We'll see if Nowick maybe gives him a little rough run here through one of these corners coming up. A little tough love, maybe. We got a battle in our hands here. 4th, 5th, 6th place. 7th right there as well. Taylor's fighting like heck to get around here. Some of these guys starting to go too far out there. Definitely getting over that bump. Getting over that hump, and that's a tough one to hit. Definitely going to lose some speed. Trying to stay off of that, looping up. Pulling away to a 2.5 seconds over Janes at the moment. Lucas Bergman down to the low side has Chris Plumley. Plumley trying to take to the top side now. Setting himself up for that jump to the inside here. And he is going to get that around Lucas Bergman. Back to the battle between Taylor Vandenbush and Nathan Metoxen now. 89 machine again trying to take to that low side. What a run these guys are putting on. It's so close battling through each and every corner. Nowick trying to pull back up here. The 89 gets a little sideways and again into the 145 of Nick Nowick. And that's going to allow the 218 of Austin Janes to get into the mix now and see if he can't work his magic around Mr. Nick Nowick himself. Taylor falling back after getting a little sideways in that turn. Giving Nathan a little bit of running room. One of those guys is going to flip off of that thing. I can see it happening. '89 working it. Take a look, see what else we got kicking around here. Lucas Bergman trying to catch Clint McFadden as McFadden gets around that 8 machine. Dylan Gonis out to the top side of the 10, the 110, I should say. Dylan going to make that pass. We got cooking back in this battle here. Looks like Vandenbush able to close that gap a little bit between himself and Metoxen again. Luke Nupp takes the white flag, and my goodness. He has pulled away some amount. Almost 3 seconds ahead of Anthony Janes, who in the same respect running a fantastic race. But Luke just absolutely phenomenal here tonight. Looks like Luke Nupp got that checkered flag waving. And he should be able to take this one here tonight. He does, in fact, indeed. The 217 right behind him, Anthony Janes. Chris Vitale, one last turn to get it done, and he gets it done. Nathan Metoxen, Taylor Vandenbush, Nick Nowick, Austin Janes. You got Lance, Zach, Clint, Lucas, Dylan. You can see how close the battle was. A phenomenal run here with these guys. Got to give him a round of applause, a pat on the back, however you'd like to say it. Let's move in and talk to these fellas. Let's see what they got to say. Get him moved in here now, Chris Spitali, and see what he has got to say about this run here today. Chris, you got a copy, sir?
Yep, I do.
A solid run out there, and I really think that battle right before the halfway point to get you into third place held you steady and kept you in third, because that track position between especially the three of you guys seemed to be just so crucial.
Yeah, I was really fighting there to get around him. I knew I was just a little bit faster, but he was really holding me up, and I knew if I could get around him before the restart, I'd be able to hold with first and second.
I mean, you did just that. You were a little beat up there, but I think that comes with the territory here. You guys putting on a fantastic show, going side by side and showing what those fenders are for. But, you keep it safe, keep it clean. How much of that is really trusting that guy out to the inside, the outside of you, especially as you guys are landing in these jumps? That's what would really scare me.
Yeah, it's tough to pass on these tracks for sure, and the jumps are a bit difficult. I tried my best to pass them. I tried multiple times to get a real clean pass on them, and I knew the only way I was going to get around is to slide in front. And I tried my best to not take them out or anything, but on those slide passes, you can't really see back there what's going on, so you're leaving it up to them to decide what they want to do.
You did a great job, and congrats to you for a third place finish. You put on a heck of a show. Who do you want to thank for making it happen, man?
Yeah, I'd like to just thank my buddies Luke and Lucas and Zach Miston. Those are my teammates. Without them, it'd be difficult to get a lot of practice and stuff in. So I'd like to thank them, and then obviously AMX for putting these events on, and Checkers and Wreckers for broadcasting everything.
Thank you very much for the kind words, and thank you for putting on a great show here, Chris Spitali. I think I got that right this time, correct?
Yes, you did.
Perfect. Don't want to upset anybody. I hate mispronouncing names there. Congrats again on the third place finish, sir.
Thank you.
We'll move into the stash. Anthony James here. We'll see what he has got to say about his run here today. Get him in here. Anthony, you got a copy?
I do.
So close. It was a phenomenal run out there, but at the end of the day, he was just able to pull away and really make a run there. Were you pushing it maybe too hard trying to catch him, or what was that?
Yeah, I definitely was trying to push the truck way too far and just kept making mistakes left and right, and just allowed him to pull away. And finally, with that last two laps, I just I'll settle for another second place tonight, and he can have this one.
I mean, you gave it everything. You saw the gap that you were able to pull away from the third place there. But I guess, you got to take it as a learning experience as well, because he's out there. He knows what he's doing. And are you able to take away maybe a line, maybe something that he's running that you weren't before, and now you maybe feel that you take that in?
Yeah, with these trucks, since it's fixed setup, we're all kind of on an even playing field, and the only way on Crandon, if you're gonna get the lead, the only way to do it the best way is on the land rush. So, and I didn't have the greatest of starts, and came out like 5th or 6th, and I just had to battle my way up there.
Battle you indeed did. It was a fantastic run. You definitely showing you're fast here. I can't wait to see some of the real action here. I know you run these in real life. Hopefully we get to see some video there, because tell you what, if you're anything like you are here, that's got to be a blast. It's got to be fun.
Yeah, I raced the basically the dirt street stocks on the off road of these cars, and Luke actually runs these type of trucks on the off road stuff. So he has a little bit more experience when it comes to that area, but for the most part, we're pretty even.
Fantastic run. Congrats to you, sir. Who do you want to thank for taking that second place here?
Yeah, I want to thank my parents again for always letting me do this every night. Really appreciate it. I'd like to thank you guys, obviously, for not sponsoring, for broadcasting our series. Really do appreciate that. BGM Racing, Jane's Racing, Just a Trim Lawn Service, R&M Automotive, Deadman Motorsports, Minden Tahoe Airport for the hard charger award in this series, and CG Motorsports for the title sponsor.
Well, thank you so much. A great run. Congrats to you. And hopefully next week we'll be doing the same thing.
Oh, I hope so. I'm going to be starting in the back next week.
Absolutely. We'll see how it turns out for you. Good luck and congrats.
Thank you.
Move to the winner now. We'll see what he has got to say. We'll see. Old Luke Nupp is, I'll tell you what, he looks so calm, so collected in that seat. Luke, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
You know how I don't know, do you watch any football?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So, you know how they call Matt Ryan, Matty Ice? He's got ice in his veins.
Yeah.
You look like you got ice in your veins. You're sitting there going side by side with these guys. We show you on camera. You don't even look like you're phased one bit. You look like you're just cool as a cucumber sitting there in that room.
Yeah, I mean, I think it all just comes down to real life experience. I've done it since I was 5, so I know exactly what to do in these situations. So I always got to keep myself calm under pressure that Anthony was giving me all race, and fortunately, I made him crack under pressure. He went into desperation mode, it kind of seemed like, and then just pulled a little bit of gap on him, which is always nice. To have a little bit of a lead coming on that last lap, so you can kind of take it easy and just not really worry about making mistakes. But all in all, I had a really fun night. Good battles all around, which is always great.
Absolutely, it was. Like I said, I mean, you had Anthony. He didn't let you get too far out there in that run. He was staying with you. Did you think at all that, or what I should ask is, last week you kind of did get hung up on that wall. Every time you go around there and you got somebody following you, does that kind of get in your head? Or like I said, you're a racer. You may already forgot about that. You may be out of that. You could be good.
No, I definitely knew I made those mistakes last week. So, but I'm never not going to run the fast line, and that's exactly where the fast line is. You're going to cut it close, and I cut it close a few times, but really just never really made any mistakes there, which is always a good time. So, that turn is definitely one of the hardest, and especially with someone right on your tail, you got to really just hit your marks every time, which I did. I just kept my focus. Didn't really check the mirror because that's when you make mistakes.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to say. Is it didn't look like you looked up at that mirror. You had just the eye of focus. Like I said, you don't mirror drive one bit, and that goes to show. But man, that is just very impressive. What is it like? I mean, if you get driving in that mirror, you're going to make a mistake because you're not looking at that front glass, right?
Yeah, you kind of just you start to, when you look at the mirror, you think you're worrying too much, and that's when you make mistakes, is when you're worrying because you see someone's faster behind you, and that's when you make mistakes. But if you just focus forward, keep your head down, hit your marks, you really won't make any mistakes, and that's exactly what I did.
You absolutely did that. 100%. Congrats to you. A fantastic win. Who do you want to thank for getting it done, Luke?
For sure, I gotta thank everyone who helps me, Shine Dough Shine, for everything they do for me. They're really just the best, supporting me everywhere. The Mohawk Foundation, such a great cause. Love them so much. And then Black Platinum Solar and Electric, Ultra Motorsports, Ultra Wheels, Rigid Industries, Impact Race Gear, Desert Squadron, Luke Up Racing, and BF Goodrich Tires.
Absolutely. Congrats to you, sir. A fantastic run. We look forward to seeing you here next week.
Thanks, guys.
You got it. That's all we got for you guys here tonight. Thank you for tuning in to AMX iRacing Series here with the Pro 2 jumping trucks. It was a great night here. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the evening. Until the next time, we will see